So the big question is this: how do you lose all the weight that you want and actually keep it off for the rest of your life, while trying to make sense of all the noise that comes from the weight loss industry? That is the question. And this podcast will give you the answers.
G'day guys, and welcome to the next episode of the Weight Loss Secrets podcast. My name is Baron Grant and I'm wrapped to be with you for another day, another tip, another idea, another weight loss something that's going to be able to help you to keep that weight off after you lose it this time. Lose all the weight you want and keep it off for the rest of your life. That's what we're all about here. And if you want more information about what I do and how I help people, head to ditchingthediet.com, where you can get access to programs and you can download my book and you can book a call with me and all that sort of fun stuff. I'd love to chat with you on the phone and help you on your weight loss journey. Now, it's the weekend. It's Saturday, and I wanted to chat with you about being prepared for the weekend, because I think sometimes we can go really well during the week and then we can turn off just like that over the weekend, and the work that we do during the week is kind of undone on the weekend when you're trying to lose weight. And that's a really important point. When you're trying to get to your weight loss goal, it's really a 7-day-a-week proposition. It's not a, I'm going to do really well for 5 days and turn it off. We can't do that, because if we do that, then it's so quick to undo the work that we've done in the 5 days prior. So I'm just going to give you 5 tips today that are going to help you to be able to be a little more ready for the weekend and to stay on track during the weekend, so that all the hard work you do during the week doesn't get washed away. That's not what we want. So number 1 is be organized. So organization on a weight loss journey is probably the most important thing, and I put organization and preparation sort of together, really. If you're not organized, you will fail, because, I'm doing it on the assumption that everyone's working a Monday to Friday job, right? Let's just do it on that assumption. When you get to the weekend, the first thing that you want to do is sleep in. That's the first thing that most people want to do on a weekend, which is fine as long as you are still being organized with your time, so you've got time to go for a walk. A lot of people have great success because they walk early in the morning and they get out and get it done. If you're that type of person, you've got to think about how you're going to do that on a Saturday so the day doesn't get away from you. So that's tip number 1, is be organized. Be organized with your day. Where is your exercise going to be? Where is your food preparation going to be? And how are you going to make sure you get your water in all the way through the process? So organize your day. Put it in a schedule if that's what you need to do. For me, I've got to put things in a calendar. If they're not in my phone calendar, it doesn't happen. So you're going to have to schedule your day like you do schedule your day during a work week. Now, obviously, there's going to be more relaxation time on the weekend, but make sure you organize those things that you need to organize, whether it be preparation of your food, whether it be going for a walk, or ensuring that you're still getting your water in, because that stuff can be easily forgotten when we're out of rhythm. During the week, we're in rhythm. Like, we know that we get up a certain time because we've got to be at work for a certain time, we've got to get the kids off to school, and so on and so forth, but we've got to have that structure, some sort of structure for the weekend. So point number 1, be organized. Number 2, take your food with you. The weekends are normally out of kilter, and so they're not, go to work, lunches at a certain time, afternoon snacks at a certain time, dinners at a certain time, because we run our kids around everywhere. Whatever the structure is during the week, it's more methodical, really. On the weekend, it's a bit haphazard. We're going to our friend's house for lunch, or we got basketball with my daughter in the morning, and then my kids are going to the movies in the afternoon. I'm playing a gig tonight in my band. So we're all over the place. So if you're on a weight loss process right now, take some food with you in the car when you're out and about doing things. If you're prepared with a bit of food with you, there's less chance that you're going to go and snack on crap stuff, right? So that's that's point number 2, is take your food with you. Be a little bit more prepared with that food. Point number 3 may not apply to everybody, but it applies to me in my life, and it applies to lots of friends that I have, and that is stay away from the Saturday morning canteen. Many of you will have kids, right, who are doing sport, or maybe you're playing sport, or maybe you've got friends playing sport. At every sporting function, there's a canteen. We're at basketball this morning, there's a little tuck shop there, or a canteen, whatever you want to call it. You go to footy on the Saturday morning, there's a canteen. Netball, there's a canteen. There's canteens everywhere at kids' sport. And you know what the canteens? Sausage rolls, hot dogs, Coke, all stuff that's not awesome. Tastes great sometimes, but not awesome really when you are trying to lose weight. So the best idea, don't go there. Because even if you go there with the intention of getting something good, the real good healthy stuff is such a small piece of that menu plan at the canteen. So I would say avoid the canteen. That's point number 3. Point number 4 is you can go for a long walk. And the people who have been really successful that I've worked with, I mean, they walk every day, but they will say, Baz, I'm going on a really long walk today. I'm going to go for a 10, 15 kilometre walk. And they do. They just bust it out on a Saturday morning. If they're feeling like it, they get up earlier and do that. But it gives you time to go for a longer walk and be more active than what you probably have been during the week. And the cool thing about that is it's a bit more chilled, because normally during the week it's, you get up, if you're a walker in the morning, you're getting up, sparrows far to go for a walk, and you just, sometimes you're half asleep while you're doing it, where on a Saturday or Sunday, generally you've got a bit more time to take your time a little bit more, go for a walk, see some different things. So make it an event, make your walk an event, go for a long one, make it an event, go and walk somewhere different to where you normally walk, get out in nature, enjoy the world. So get out for a long walk, and it's a good opportunity to take somebody with you. I always talk to people about changing their coffee meetings to walking meetings, so you can actually take someone for a walk with you. So I'd encourage that. Long walk on a Saturday, that's point number 4. And point number 5 is really all-encompassing, and that is getting your head around the fact that the weekend can't be time off from your eating right, because it's undone so quickly. Remember, if you go to the gym and do a workout, you might burn 450 calories in an hour roughly, but if you eat a king-size Snickers bar on the way home, you'll eat 440 calories in 30 seconds. I've told that story before. My point is, all the hard work you do is undone in a second with the wrong food. So you can't the weekend's not switch off time. In our brain, it's switch off time from work, but on a weight loss journey, if you actually want to get there in a reasonable time, I'm talking getting you to goal weight in a reasonable time, it can't be switch off time. It's got to be switch on time, just as it is during the week. But you've got to be prepared for that. Otherwise, the inconsistency of the weekend will cause you to fall off the wagon, and that's demoralizing, because if you get back on the scales again on the Monday and you thought you'd lost a kilo or two, and then you've gone crap on the weekend and you put half of it or all of it back on, you're like, this is never going to work. But remember, it only works when we don't work. So that switch off time can be a real problem. Don't let it be your cheat day on your journey there, because if Saturday or Sunday become your cheat day, it always turns into a cheat weekend. And a cheat weekend undoes all the work from the 5 days prior. So they're my messages today. Short, sharp, to the point. And that is, be organised, take your food with you. Number 3 was, don't touch the canteen. Don't go to the canteen. I'm sorry for those footy clubs and canteen and netball clubs who survive off people coming to buy hot dogs and sausage rolls. Don't do it just for a little while. Make sure you get to your weight first. Go for a long walk, number 4. And number 5, the weekend is not time off. So make sure you get your head in that place. The weekend's not a day off. You've got to be on, the weekend is not a day off. It's not 2 days off. You've got to be on all the time if you want to actually beat this challenge that is your heavier weight. So stick with it. You can do this, but be committed, be organized, be ready, and use the day as opposed to lose the day and then feel like you're chasing your tail trying to eat the right foods later on. Make sure you're prepared and ready to go, and you will win this game. We'll talk soon.